Well, good afternoon. It is 1:10 in the afternoon and it's a Tuesday. Everybody's at work and school because I work shifts, so I don't need to be because I got a day off today. And I found a sort of wild campsite. It's brand new. He's just started it, the chap, Melvin, and it's called Big North Down Farm. And no word of a lie, it is like being wild camping, except you're paying like £10 or £15, 10 for a tent, 15 for a small van and 20 for a big van to come here and stay. And you can just look around, look. It is properly wild. It is properly in the middle of nowhere. There's a composting toilet, which is in a shed down in the corner there. And pretty much, he said, wherever you want to go, pull up, pitch your tent or your van and stay. There's no real times that you have to be here or be got. I mean, it's so relaxed. It's lovely. Obviously, I've only just got here, so that is my initial assessment. It's near Overton in Hampshire, not far from the A303. Laverstoke Mill, Bombay Sapphire is very nearby, so there's loads of things to come and do. Watership Down, I mean, it's such a lovely area. And to find camping for a tenner, it's absolutely just it's unheard of. I think it's brilliant. So I have, I've actually got a new tent, brand spanking new this week. Fire pit, new one of those as well. Some other bits and pieces, and I want to try it all out. So this video isn't going to be a review of these things. It's not sponsored. I bought it all with my own money. It's not a review. I'm going to show you them, but I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. There is going to be some separate videos where I'm going to go into a bit of detail. And right on cue, the sun is starting to come out because it was raining overnight. We're going to get it all set up. We're going to get comfy. We're going to do a bit of cooking on the barbecue, show you that, the new wood burner, fire pit, that's the word I'm looking for, fire pit. The new tent, I'm very excited about the tent, and you'll see why later. Yeah, just going to relax really, stay overnight until tomorrow. That's pretty much it. So, quick look at old Wanny. I've got a new bin on the back. I just thought it looked really handy. I've seen them on all the Land Rovers and stuff to put all your rubbish and bits and pieces and your fire pit when it's emptying out. I thought, you know what, that is probably a really good idea. So I've got that. The van is all loaded up. Oh, I can't see very well because the lights aren't on. But you can see I've got all my stuff there. Little hint about the tent there, look. Got all my food. The fridge is loaded. Let's have a look in the fridge. The fridge is loaded. You see meat, some more meat, alcohol, other bits. I am excited. So, without further ado, whilst the sun is starting to shine, I'm going to get set up. I'm not going to subject you to a long video on me setting a tent up. I'm literally going to take hours and hours and hours probably to set it up, and I'll come back to you when I'm a bit more comfortable. Right, tent check. 1 hour, which isn't bad. First time putting it up. It's pretty straightforward. I think the reason it took longer, it took an hour, is because I've also got the summer interior, which is all the mesh inner, to keep all the bugs and stuff out, and that takes just as long to put the outer out. So, moment of truth. Here she is, the one Tigris North Gaze. It says 2 to 4 people. I would suggest 2 strapping adults would have lots of room. I think maybe a child, no more than that. So 2 adults and a child, okay. 2 adults, comfortably. I'll do a bigger review when I come to show you that later. Just a quick look inside, look, it goes all the way around, look. So it's quite sizable, and I'll put a bed in a minute and show you how much room it takes. So I'm quite happy with that. It's a teepee tent. It's made of canvas. It's from Japan, I think. 7 kilos of tent. And you know, I don't know if you went to school where they did camping. I did. And it was the same sort of material as those big tents you had at school. It's you can hear that. It's quite thick. It's quite good. It's supposed to be 4,000 hydrostatic for those people interested in those boring things. So here we are. I can see blue sky peeking out that. So I'm praying it doesn't rain. So far this place is lovely. I've seen 2 police helicopters in tandem, look like they're training flying. There is a railway track down underneath there, which is in a dip. Now and again trains go by. Ah, here's one now, just on cue. Don't know if you can hear that, it's not that loud. As you can imagine, with places where there's trees, there's going to be birds, they're going to make noises, a few Chinooks overhead. Apart from that, pretty darn rural. Right, so I'm going to carry on setting this baby up. Well, I think I'm all set up. Let's take you on a bit of a tour. So, what have we got? Let's have a look from back here first. We've got the Wanny, the Elgrand, self-converted van. We've got the awning. I do get asked this quite a lot, and here's the answer. It is a Remo Tent Technology Charlene 2.2. They do different sizes, up to 2.6, I think it is off the top of my head. Although I've had the corners reinforced, the edges, because they did rip. I've got stringy lights for later, which I'm sure you're going to say, going round like that. We've got the one Tigris North Gaze tent with mesh inner for the summer. And let's have a look in here. It's a bit dark in here, sorry. Got a little table, bedside table. I have got me beds all set up. I've got one of those Vango like canvas camp beds that you put together. It's quite comfy actually, but I've also got a Trekology mattress blown up in between. And then I've got the Nature Hike Snowbird feather bloody mattress. What's it called? Sleeping bag, which is really nice and warm. And there we have, and on your own, this tent is cavernous. It's like living in luxury in a tent. I've got my, what do they call this? Flex tail, insect repellent and light. It does 2 things. So if the midges come out a bit later, because there is a pond just over there, I might share that later. That there. I got my one Tigris just to match the tent, 'cause I'm a sado. Chair. I've got my chopping board and table out ready for my meat. I've got, oh, this is amazing. This is a Petromax cast iron frying pan, which is supposed to be the best. Seasoned, ready to go, and weighs 4 kilos. I've also got the Winnerwell 3mm steel Firepit, which also doubles with the grills as a barbecue. And then you got these little barbecue things, which I got from Temu, funnily enough, to go on top so the meat doesn't fall through. I've got for water heating up, I've got the Boundless Voyage titanium set. That's actually my lightweight hiking stuff. And that is all set up and ready to go. Oh, there's another light inside the tent as well, battery operated. And I've run this string light from, I got a USB on the fridge. I've got USBs everywhere in here, but I've used the one off the fridge. I've got some fresh bread, eggs, oats for breakfast. I don't think I'll be needing my air fryer. I'm going to try and avoid using the van tonight. This is all about camping. The only way I'm going to use the van is if some monsters or zombie apocalypse or something like that happens, which I'm hoping is really unlikely. So yeah, I'm quite excited about this. Using the tent for the first time, going camping for the first time this year. The weather is, I want to say frightful, I don't. It's supposed to be 10% chance of rain the entire evening. It's breezy, I'd describe it as, because the awning on the van keeps blowing. As you can probably see from here, look, it's a bit like a parachute at the moment and filling up, but I'm hoping not enough to cause me any grief. So yeah, all being well, we should be okay tonight. Even if it does rain, I think it would just be a very, very small shower. Don't think it's gonna be much. And then tomorrow, it's a shame I'm not here tomorrow night, but I can't because I'm working the day after. Tomorrow, in the daytime, it is going to be wall-to-wall sunshine, absolutely glorious and boiling hot. So I'm going to stay here as long as I can get away with tomorrow, pack up really slowly to enjoy the sunshine. So yeah, that's the setup. I'm going to sit and have a relax a minute, have a drink, because I think I'm done. Think about cooking some dinner, lighting the fire pit, although it's a tiny bit early. I've met the chap that owns this, Melvin. What an absolutely lovely bloke. He's kind of described this as a passion for him. He's building shower blocks currently, and he wants to keep it as wild camping. He doesn't want swarms of people here with families running around. He wants people who sort of appreciate sort of wild camping and nature, which I can see that actually, to be fair, and I hope he does. So if you want to come here, I'll put a link in the description. It's a very basic website. It's nothing special at all, and you pay when you get it. I got charged 10 quid for all that. I mean, that's unheard of. And the fact that all around here there's woods, there's ponds in there, behind all of here there's some ponds, really lovely. You can walk all the way around this sort of planted area. It's all wild. It is gorgeous. So I'm the only person here today as well, which is amazing. So give him some love. If you want to stay here, just do it. It's hardly any distance off the A303 near Popham. Or Laverstoke Mill or that sort of area. I'll put a map there so that you can have a look at where it is. And it's just gorgeous. It's absolutely lovely. I keep saying gorgeous, don't I? Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Oh God, knackered. Well, it's come that time, you know, when you've set everything up and everything's ready. Well, first, because I got two, first we're going to go with the Asai, however you say it. We're going to go with the old favourite. Sit down. I don't know, it's 4 o'clock now. Think about when I'm going to be lighting the old barbecue. Oh yeah. I'm going to sit and drink that first. Probably an hour, maybe. About 5 o'clock. Get the fire pit on. That's got to burn a little bit so that we can get some nice charcoal. With the wood. Get nice embers going. Then I've got a choice of ribeye steak and lamb. I went a bit mad with the meat, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Got a few other bits and pieces though, but yeah, that's what we're going to have. So I will probably see you when we start lighting the old fire pit. The Winnerwell large. Right, it's time. It's time. I hope. For a bit of cooking. Ooh. Right, what's that? Ooh. That's quite warm. Ooh. Right, we've got to move these off first because I just burnt them off to get all the yuckies. But I don't need them. So let's get the old pan on. Oh, that should get pretty warm by my reckoning. Right, the first thing we're going to go for is Tesco Finest British ribeye steak. Oh yeah. Oh God, I am so hungry. I've not had anything to eat today. I had a drink of Huel at, oh God, what time was that? Midday? That's it. So that's 400 calories. Oh, listen to that. Oh, that's the one. So we're gonna go with that first. Let's just turn this music off before I get some kind of copyright strike. Oh, ribeye steak. Oh, it's stuck. I didn't put any fat on, did I? Any oil. Like an idiot. Hey ho. Such is life. Didn't think I'd need any, if I'm honest. You can't win them all. Oh God. Oh. You can't smell that, but the smell of that cooking. If you're vegetarian, I'm really sorry, but that smells absolutely divine. Ooh. Ooh. Nobody knows it. So the cast iron pan is Petromax. Really, really expensive. But I didn't know anything about cast iron skillets, pans, and part of the process when you start cooking on them, they need to have already been cooked with and heated up and seasoned and all sorts of bizarre stuff. Don't ask me the mechanics of it because I don't really understand it. But the Petromax is already pretty much done and comes almost ready to use. Always good to burn them off a little bit before you start using them in case there's any oils left on them. But yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good. So we're giving it a whirl. I've also got 4 New Zealand lamb leg steaks. And I got some fresh bread to cut, butter and eat. I just felt being a bit carnivore, a bit meaty for some reason, I don't know why. So I shall cook this off whilst the whilst the pan is nice and warm. Stick them on a plate when they're done, and then chomp away on them as we go on. You don't want to see any more cooking. Right, that was fairly straightforward, I gotta be honest. Right, the big test, I haven't got a fork. Let me get a fork, wait there. Or a knife. Wait one. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get a knife and fork. What's wrong with me? Need a sharp knife, don't we? So we get a little sharp knife. Ooh. Right. Anyway, take 2. Right. Here we go then. A ribeye steak. British lamb. We go for the steak first. A bit of a taste test. I've had ribeye for ages. My mouth's watering. I'm not even eating it yet. Oh my god. All over my leg. Beautiful. Oh, your company. Who cares? Really is all over my leg. Let's put it on top of the plate. Right. Oh, so lovely. I can feel a meat coma coming on. Let's try British lamb. Chewy. Should have cut it rather than pulled it. Oh, it's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh. Oh, it's just beautiful. Well, a plate of meat. I've got a blueberry yoghurt for pudding. And got some fresh bread to cut. I want to save a bit of, I don't know. I'm just going to eat. I'm starving. I will see you. Right. A little bit later. I am full up on meat. What I'm going to do now is have a look round and see what we got. So when you first drive in, you come from that gateway here, which actually is shut, so I'm assuming if I wanted to leave I just open the gate. Let's hope so. And then the only actual road that you can recognise is the one that comes in, goes round and then goes up to this little hut. As it's a new venture for Melvin, what a lovely bloke, 80 years old and as sprightly as a 40-year-old. You've got this bit here. What he's doing here is, he said he's making a like an Airbnb where somebody can come and stay. So I'm assuming he's doing it all up, which he is. Look, he's concreted the floor and he's put plasterboard all around it, and I'm assuming he's going to make it a nice little place to stay. He said the shower block is going here behind these trees, but that's not even built yet. And then down the bottom, hidden, because everything's hidden, it's really clever. When you come down the bottom, you have, oh, there goes a train. See what I mean about the trains? They're really low down. I can't even see how far down it is. Anyway, here is the composting loo shed. So it's kept shut with two little catches that you just turn, one at the top, one at the bottom. Open her up so you can see where we are. Does that stay open? And just there you have your composting sawdust with a jug and toilet paper. Inside on the back shelf is some bio toilet cleaner. Oh, it smells really woody, that woody smell in here. And then down here we have, should have brought a torch because you can't see down there. Better not drop the camera because it is a long way down. And that's where you do your business. Chuck some sawdust, bit of cleaner. And do you know what? I know people have done stuff in there, but you can't smell a thing. All I can smell is sawdust and wood. So that's really good. And there's a lock on the inside here. So if you want to sit down and do a bit, you can. So let's close that over. Put the catches back on. Ooh. And then, although there's some ash dieback tree cutting going on apparently, oh look, there I am all the way over there. He said Wild camping, if you come up in your car or whatever, you can literally camp anywhere. So you can feel like you're wild camping rather than, because I know it's awful, isn't it? When a lot of people go for, you see a lot of the videos of people wild camping and they're brilliant. I love them. I'm not going to name it because there's loads of them. I watch them all. And a lot of them got private woods. Some people just go wild camping. And you always look and think, oh, just the worry. And you're always in fear that somebody's going to catch you, move you on, you're going to get into trouble. But here, it's all here already, look. You can literally come here and put your tent anywhere. And this is like proper woodland. And this is what you're paying for. You're paying your 10 quid for a tent to come here and literally wild camp. This is beautiful. And what he said he's doing is he's leaving it all wild. He's not mowing it all up. As you can see, he's not just mowing it all up and destroying it. He's leaving it as it is. So you can come here, put your tent. Literally, if you want to put it there, right in the middle, you can. There's no widow makers, as you can see around there. Look, they're all nice, sturdy, strong trees around that part. This bit is fenced off here. And I think that's his as well. As you can see, he's got a gateway there, look. And what he said he's doing is he's keeping it all wild. And he's looking after it. Just, what a bloke, what a brilliant bloke. Looking after the whole area, the wildlife. Over there is a massive pond, but we'll see that on the way back down the other side. So yeah, you can come anywhere. I won't go there because there's stinging nettles, but you can literally come anywhere along here, pitch a tent, and just, you can just feel like you're wild camping, but you won't have that fear that somebody's going to come along, you got to hide. Although, you know, some people like that, and there's a place for that. But if you want to relax, bring your stuff, camp out. I even asked, because when you go camping, I don't know about you, there's all different rules everywhere you go about what fire pits you can use, because they're a bit of a no-no in a lot of places. Flames are a bit of a no-no. You've got to use the ones they provide and stuff like that. Do you know what? I asked Melvin when I came here, because I've got the Winnerwell. Can I just stick it? Yeah, no problem. I think there is an expectation here that you won't damage any of the land, and leave no trace is actually leave no trace. I think that's the expectation, which you can feel when you have a chat with him when he comes to see you, because he comes to see you. And you know, it's just amazing. So we're walking all the way around. There's a path all the way around the whole area. So bring your gas burner, bring your wood burner, bring whatever it is you like, as long as you're respectful, not burning everything or whatever, which I'm sure you won't, is absolutely fine. So here we are, we come right round this sort of wooded area bit to what is a pondlet. So here is, he said there's two. I found this one because I've had a quick look round already, but I haven't seen another one yet. And look at this, this is a completely natural pond. A little, I don't know what lives in the middle there, but this is beautiful. You can see it's rainwater, it's so clear. And it's a bit breezy today, not boiling, so there's no midges. Whether there is when it's hot here, because there is water there, I would expect there to be honest. But I haven't seen, because of the wind and it not being boiling hot, I haven't seen any yet. So here we are back at the van. So yeah, that's this bit, and then, which I'm going to do in a minute. If there's anything exciting, I'll let you know. But you can go up here. There's apparently a path that goes all the way through and around all these trees, all the way around, and then come back up the pathway there. So I'm going to give that a go in a minute and see what's up there. I almost feel guilty for leaving tyre marks, and I know it will come out in a day or two, but I almost feel guilty. It's so lovely, and I can't wait until tonight when I put the lights on. It is going to look absolutely amazing. It's going to look really, really good. So anyway, I'm going to have a little bit of a walk around and have a look at the wooded area over there. And if there's anything exciting, I'll give you a shout. From gorgeous sunshine to absolute pouring torrential rain. It's been raining for about, I don't know, hour, something like that. It did forecast a shower or two, but not an hour. So I've still got the fire going because I'm underneath the awning. As long as I don't put it too high, it'll be all good. But yeah, it's the tent is amazing. Like, see the beading, all the water is beading beautifully off there. That is brilliant. The awning's sagging a little bit from the water that's going on it. I'll probably put the poles down overnight so that the water then runs downhill so it doesn't gather. But I think it's only going to be raining literally for a couple of hours, or that's about it. Tomorrow's going to be glorious, so it's going to all dry out. It's going to be fine. And it's quite a good test actually to see how well the tent performs. And looking at it, there's no wet bits. It is just beading beautifully. Look at it. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know how good that is on the screen, but yeah, very happy with that. So look at it. I'm not going to show you a groovy shot from afar with the lights twinkling on the awning and the beautiful sunset, I'm afraid. Just a lot of rain. But hey, I'm still enjoying myself. Right, so I'm in bed. It's a bit of a mess in here. I've literally chucked everything in the corner there. That everything went into the cases and all the rest of it. Got my bed here that I'm on, obviously. This feather down sleeping bag is really warm, so I'm looking forward to being in there. Got a little table over there and stuff on that. Yeah, cool. So I'm gonna watch a bit of iPad TV, a couple of YouTube vids, get my head down, and go to just like that. It was morning. God, how did I sleep? Well, I tried out the canvas camp bed with a Tricology UL80 blow-up mattress on top, and you know what, it wasn't too bad to be fair. My shoulders, because I'm a side sleeper, are a bit stiff, but not bad. I woke up thinking, oh, it's probably about 5, something like that. Looked down at the clock and it was nearly 8 o'clock, so I suppose I slept quite well. Did wake up a lot in the night, as you do when you're camping, but on the whole, I slept up quite well. So, first things first, it's a nice cup of coffee brewing away there. This is when you're glad to have solar and inverter and everything else. So my batteries, because it's been so sunny and bright, they're on 97% left. Didn't use them a lot yesterday, but what I did use was topped up as soon as I used it. So yeah, no worry about any of that. I think this morning I'm going to have a coffee before I do anything, because I need the tent to dry out a bit. I don't know how well you can see it there, but the sun's just starting to come on it now. You can see the little drips on it. The fire pit needs emptying into the rubbish. And just general tidying up. But most of that has to wait until it's dried a bit. Because we don't want to put wet gear away, do we? So, much ado. I am going to firstly have a coffee. Oh, God. Some people think it's a lot of faff, having a bean grinder and beans for your coffee and a coffee maker and all that, but I don't think you should be able to skimp on a cup of coffee. You've got to have a nice cup of coffee. I think I might have, I got a choice of porridges this morning. I think I might have one of these. I'm looking at the caramel fudge and the chocolate orange, and there's a small part of me that says I want the golden syrup because it's classic. I've never even tried the other ones, so I'm going to go for golden syrup because I'm so excited. But hey, I'm feeling quite classic this morning. So that's what I'm going to do next. The other good thing you see about this coffee maker is it's only 800 watts and it was only £20. And you can also use it just to do water. So I'm doing my porridge, which you've just got to fill to the fill line, as you may well know, with hot water. And my £20 salter coffee maker, which literally just heats the water up and puts it through a filter, with or without coffee in it, can heat the water up. It's such a cheap way of doing it. Right, so here we go. Let's make sure. Just give it a bit of a stir. There we go. Cover. Oh, I love that smell of golden syrup. And leave for 2 minutes. Well, do you know what? It says 2 minutes. I've left it 2 minutes. It actually looks like it's ready. Something that actually promises on delivery. Delivers on promise? Yeah, delivers on promise, that's the one. I'm glad I went for golden syrup. That's the daddy. Very sweet, as you'd expect, I suppose, from something like this. And yet, I've got eggs, bacon, all sorts of other things, but I chose to have a processed version of porridge. Call me a heathen, but it's easy. I don't know about you, but when I get up in the morning after camping, I've just got this, right, must sort everything out and pack up. It's really difficult to just relax in the morning. So I'm fighting with that at the moment. Helped, of course, by the fact that the tent is a little bit wet. So even if I really want to, I've got to leave the tent out, at the very least. The awning's not so bad because it's sort of nylon-y sort of material, but the canvas tent definitely will need a bit of airing. So I shall probably do everything except the tent, and then hopefully an hour or so, maybe a bit longer, it'll air out a bit and get the worst of the wet off. Well, as they say, leave memories, not footprints. I've cleared up from this amazing site, as you can see. Alley all loaded. Leave no trace. The pressed down grass will be up in a day or two. What do I think of the site? Amazing. It's one of those ones that, although I've got this YouTube video up, obviously, it's not one where you want to commercialise and get loads of families and kids and all that. I think it's really for those people who want to go wild camping. but are, you know, for whatever reason, would rather pay a tenner to put up a tent in a location like this, where there's no fear of somebody moving you on, but yet you get all the benefits from feeling like you're in the middle of nowhere. It's just lovely. The only noise you're going to get is nature, obviously, and then there is a train, or there's a track down the bottom, which isn't noisy because it's one of those it's down in a dip and it's fairly quiet, but you can hear it. And unfortunately, I can't fly my drone because I wanted to show you the area, because Popham Airfield isn't very far away, so no fly zone. So I'm not ringing any control towers and asking for permission. I just ain't going to fly it. So that's a bit of a shame. But anyway, I am all packed up, ready to go. I'm going to be leaving this beautiful location. Just lovely. I'll definitely back. This is probably going to become my regular because it is so nice. Thanks for watching. If you've watched all the way through, give us a like, subscribe, because if you subscribe, it really does help new videos coming up. If you want to see the one Tigris North Gaze tent in a bit more detail, please let me know. Any questions, just drop them in the comments. Same with any of the other stuff, the Winnerwell large fire pit, any of the bits and pieces, just give me a shout. It's good to talk. And I will see you hopefully on the next adventure. Get outdoors.